boring here, isn't it? Should we go to the desert?
Yes.
Yeah, ready? Okay, ready? Jump on 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. That's much better. What do you think? Better weather than Surbiton?
Slightly better.
We made it to the Sahara. Here we are, amongst the dunes, just at this camp called Oasis, surrounded by these plants. No sign of water everywhere, but just behind us there is Mazuga's, what we think is Mazuga's largest dune, or possibly the Sahara's largest dune. Anyway, much better weather than it would be on a New Year's Day in England, for sure. But how do we get here? How do we get to the middle of the desert? Well, let's find out. So here we are. We are in the Tiz and Tikka. What do we think the pronunciation was?
Tizzy and Tishka.
Tizzy and Tishka. Sounds like a really good children's cartoon, doesn't it? But this is the Atlas Mountain Pass now that we've come up right to the top. And now we're basically going to follow this road down through the Awina Valley. But we're feeling pretty hungry now, so we're going to look for some lunch, aren't we?
Yes.
What do you fancy for lunch?
Moroccan food.
Moroccan food. Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Feels like the whole world exploded and it's just rubble everywhere.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It feels very apocalyptic,
dystopian.
I suppose. Yeah.
But we have road signs, so it's all fine.
Cheers! Well, after a delicious lunch, it's time to go and explore a Casbah, because we want to rock the Casbah somewhere out here. And if you can see that brown building just at the edge there, amongst the Atlas Mountains. But let's go and see if we can make our way to it. I love these old, ancient walls. Think how long they must last for. Or until the rain comes and it all just falls into mush. Maybe. All these tiny little mud houses. It's cool. Check us out. The North African Adventurers. Ow. I wish I could say more about it, but I know this region of Africa was once very prosperous because of all the trading caravans that would come through here, selling spices and mineral, of course, the Mediterranean Ocean to the rest of the Arabic empires, the Ottoman empires, many prosperous caravans. So I guess this house must have been built on a way through, but that's really the only information I can halfway offer, apart from general ignorance. Getting back on the road now. I think we might get to Aït Benhaddou, but we might have to pull over and see if there's anything else interesting to explore. Anyway, back on the road. Allons-y. This is fantastic. These roads, although not as well paved as the ones that we've been following all the way here, are a lot of fun to drive down. Look at these great bends. The camera, again, can't really do it any justice, but it's very enjoyable. Oh, this one's quite steep, actually.
Can I hold it, please?
Yeah. Should I put on the handbrake? Wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo.
Are you done?
Yeah. Peace.
The white man's arrived.
Check out our hotel. This is our room. I don't remember the name of the place, but I'll put it on the screen for you.
We are
Damadate. Nice room. And the mountains. Very cool. I think we're going to have some tea and then go and actually see the monument, because tomorrow we have quite a long drive ahead of us. So let's go and see the monument and building now. Off we go.
There it is.
Good morning, everybody. It's day 3 of our trip in southern Morocco. Today we take the trusty, noble Clio caravan all the way to Mazouga, which is the start of the Sahara Desert part of our journey. Let's go and see how Samaya survived the night. Morning, caravanner.
It's freezing.
How did you survive the night?
I froze.
You froze.
It's my
Are you
ghost.
ready to get to the desert and get warmer?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, look at that. How gorgeous.
You should turn the camera on and point it at me. Now that's gorgeous. This scenery reminds me of my favourite film, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I'm going to try and recite now some lines for it. That's where the desert boredom has taken me.
In a few years, all stealth bombers become fully upgraded, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. In the panic, they try to pull the plug.
Skynet fights back.
Right. It launched its missiles at the targets in Russia.
Why attack Russia? Don't they have friends there?
Because Skynet knows that the Russian counterattack will eliminate its enemies over here.
Jesus.
That was our first spot of sand, sand ahoy, which means we must be getting even closer to the dunes right now. Exciting stuff. Good look. Crazy, really.
I feel like I want some more space.
More space. We made it.
We'll see.
We'll see. You know, I've seen enough Hollywood films that when the Arabic starts flowing, it's never good news. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but in multiple directions.
Welcome to the luxury desert camp. I'm not sure if you can see me. Here is our tent or our room. Let's give you a little showcase. Hi MTV. Welcome to my crib. Look, 3 beds. I mean, to be honest, for the concept of luxury, I guess, in the desert, this is what the place is called, Luxury Sahara Desert Camp. I guess it is quite luxurious compared to the alternative of, oh look, it has working lights. Compared to the alternative of just sleeping in the desert, it is quite luxurious, but it feels a tiny bit to me like a bit of a con. What do you think, Samaya, so far? Are you getting any con?
Yes.
How so?
It's very loud.
Very loud, yes.
Gimmicky.
And?
Very gimmicky.
Gimmicky, yeah, that's what I would use as well.
The first time anybody asked, do you have a bottle of wine?
Yeah.
They just want to keep selling stuff to
Yeah,
us.
I feel like they've got us here now for 2 nights and there's nothing much we can do about it. There's no competition. That's the problem when you don't have any competition, right? Talk to the Economist about that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tonight. It's New Year's Eve again, so there's music all around. Anyway, we'll see. I'll try and be optimistic while I still can. How's the ladder?
It's very sturdy.
I mean,
I think the walls are less sturdy.
if that's not luxury, hey, I bet your room doesn't get a ladder.
Perfect balance.
Alright, see you later. Been talking to my friend.
Yeah.
He reckons we can walk in any direction and it's safe as long as we walk back the way we came.
Yeah.
So I reckon we walk towards the moon
Yeah.
and go and see if what we can see from that point. As long as we come to trace our steps, okay? Right, we're leaving behind the party. There's an unenthusiastic DJ and some elderly Spanish people dancing around a fire. You know, that is for some people, it's not for me. I'm going to go off into the desert and try and see if I can see the stars in a better light over this dune. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Good morning, everybody, from day 2 of our experience in the Sahara. Here is the dunes that surround our camp. You can see they're quite vast and they go on for miles, and they're actually very hard to walk around, I've noticed. Down here is our camp. That's just a little bit of a camp there, but you can see there are desert camps everywhere. So there's one over there, that's a completely separate camp. There's one over there, there's another one over there, and way over there as well. So you can see that it's definitely a Berber enterprise out here. Anyway, let's go and see what the day brings. Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
This is after I've emptied it a little bit. Just when you think it's over.
We're just under this huge dune here now that you can't really get perspective on the camera, but it's massive. I don't know if you can climb up it. Maybe I'll try and climb up it later.
You can.
Should we go for it?
Yeah.
When have you ever seen a happy camel, though, mind you? Oh, there you go. The guide's running off, the camels are going.
Oh, they're making a run.
They're actually running for it.
Big one. Big one's like, I've had enough.
Okay, I'm ready to hike up the biggest dune in the Sahara. Oh, at least in Mazoug anyway. I'm going to cut our way around here and go up to here. Let's go. I'm doing it barefoot style. See you later. But again, it is nearly 12 and only mad dogs, Englishmen and Bangladeshis go out in the midday sun. Let's see how far we can get up the hill.
I'm definitely not doing
You're definitely not going up. You keep your socks on. Why?
It's quite hard. Is that just plastic litter?
Huh? Yeah. Look, it's not that far to go to the top.
The calves are on fire. Not in a good way.
It's a really good exercise. It looks deceptively easy, but then every one step forward you slide about 2 feet back. And nobody gets too far like that.
Seriously, it's a lot higher.
I know, but think how far we've come.
Yeah.
We've climbed this whole ridge from this camp. I reckon 2 more breaks will be there. Wow. What's good about wearing this necky thing is all my sweat is collected into the mouth part, so if I want to drink I just go and get a little salty beverage. We made it to the top.
I didn't think I would make it.
Didn't think you would make it, but you did make it.
Yes.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, 50 minutes of my life on this dune.
When we get back to the camp, there's not much else to do, so at least we can exist on this memory. But you
It's
can.
a lot higher than we can imagine. When we
Yeah.
came in, the Italian guy said, I don't know if it's the highest, but it's high. Now I'm going to say the same thing. It's high.
You can see that's our camp literally just down there, and those dunes when we were on the camels look massive, but then obviously this like dwarfs them, and then it's just a whole sea of dunes going all across. You can see bits of town. It even looks like there's water there, but that's obviously a mirage. And then it just goes on and on and on. It is
Spectacular.
spectacular. It's highly impressive, and definitely recommend coming here. But anyway, let's get down. Let's have some mint tea and some food. I think we've earned it.
My desert. My Iraqis. My dune.